What point in your life did you realize you wanted to play the blues?
Well, I never did, fool around with nothing like that. And my last wife, had 3 little children, about like that, 2 girls and a boy. That's what she told me when she married. We married, said, we had some children, says, I want a girl first, and then I want a boy. That's the way they come out.
There you go.
The next one come was a girl. Next one come was a boy. 2 boys and 2 girls. The girls older than the boys there. So I thought I was a man then. She asked for what she want, and that's what she got. I don't know how it happened though, but I was a man then. I wasn't no playboy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You're a good husband.
I was driving log trucks and hauling, and sometimes I'd be in a camp on home. And when I moved into town, it went hauling them out of the woods into the town. And I come in one evening, and I stopped in the house, sit down, my little children dog, get up on my lap when I get in. She said, you see your present? I said, what present? She said, back there in bed. I said, what is it? She said, look at it. I discovered then. I said, what you spending my money in something like that for?
What was the present?
And old as I is, I can't play no guitar. She said, you can learn. I said, no way, I ain't never been to school a day in my life. I can't spell what I love. I said, well, if I fool with it and learn, you gonna leave, ain't you? She said, no, I'm gonna stay home with you. I still didn't mess with it. In about a week, she wanted to run off, go back home. She'd run off all the time. I'd go get her and bring my little children back. Yeah. And when it rained, I had another job I worked at the filling station. It'd get too wet in the woods for us to haul on, and I'd go there and work till it get dry enough for me to get back in the woods. I come in from one evening from the filling station to work. I seen a strange car pull up in my driveway. I got out and went on in the house. That was her mama, sister, brother, and a brother-in-law. I walked on up in there, and mama-in-law said, James? I said, man, it ain't nobody here to hurt you. I said, I know it ain't, mama, ain't nobody to hurt me. I got a call, mama come get me. I didn't feel real bad. I didn't like it, but I didn't say that. And I went there and sat down on the couch and talked a little bit. I looked around, I didn't see no clothes or nothing. They had done loaded up what she gonna get in the car, but I didn't know them. And after a while, my mama-in-law said, James, my son-in-law got to be at work at 11 o'clock. And said, we gonna have to go. I said, yes, ma'am, mama. And my wife was sitting there, she wouldn't say nothing to me. She was mad with me. I said, Johnny, May, you want some of this money I got in my pocket for you and the children? No, I don't want nothing you got. I need to. So they got ready to go.
They were taken out for good at this point? Whenever you're ready.
And we can continue where we were.
So they were getting ready to leave.
Yeah. They went on going on outdoor. They got in the car. My little boy named Billy, he wasn't gonna go. He said, Daddy. I said, come on, go with us, Daddy. I said, no, baby, Daddy can't go. He got to stay here working. I said, and he wasn't gonna go. They were gonna whoop him in there. I wasn't gonna have that going on.
Right.
And so I said, okay, Daddy, go. I got up. He went on to the door, went on down the step, little fella. He stand right till I come on out, and I stand with him. He said, get in, Daddy. I said, you go around on the other side and get in, Daddy, get in on this side. I knew I wasn't gonna get in. And he went on the other side and he got in. He said, bye. I said, bye. I didn't know they had done loaded up her clothes, but
You didn't know that they had put all their stuff in there and all their clothing and everything?
Left me dry.
That must have been a shocker when you found that out.
Yeah. Well, they got in and cranked up and started to roll. And I was standing looking. Got up the street a little piece. I seen her looking out the back glass. I turned around. I know where she went. She thought I was going to raise down for him or stop, but I just let her go.
Just let her.
She done it so many times.
You're right. You thought it was the same old thing.
A white fella brought me a gallon of corn whiskey out of the hills, and I had never drank none of them, had no opening, taste, none of them.
How old were you at this point?
I was 58.
58. Okay.
58 years
You
old.
hadn't had any corn whiskey at that point? Ever?
Well, I had tasted a little, but I was, I had never just hit it with.
Right.
Hit with, I didn't bother then. I just sat there behind the bed. So if I need a drink, I'd get him. So when they left, I walked in there and it's sort of cool. I struck a match and lit my heater there, and I was sitting there. Looking back at that guitar. I didn't know one string from another. I said to myself, I'm gonna go back here and look at this thing. I brought the amplifier, it was about that tall. I cut my knife and cut the box it was in, took it out and set it down there. Plug right there where I was sitting, I stuck it in there. I was looking, I couldn't read nothing on it. I just sat there and I was looking, I said, I'm gonna try. I turn a button, then no light come on. I turn another button, no light come on. Then I turned the button next to that, and I hear something, shoot. I said, oh, daddy, light come on. I said, Then I went back there and got that guitar, and cut the side, I opened it, I looked at it, it was electric. I plugged it in there, no sound. I would turn the buttons on, hit and record something, say, dum, dum, dum. I said, oh, yeah. That's fine. I kept twisting the knob until it got to ringing like I wanted it. And I was taking it some around the legs.
You started playing. That was the first time.
And I taken it. And I was saying, So then I take it and I went to holding it down that place. Oh, yeah. Then I went to rapping that something. It got good to me.
When did you write your first blues song? When did you write your first song?
Well, when I got with Fat Possum now.
That was the first time you wrote your own song?
First time.
Wow. What song was that?
Yeah.
Which song was it?
Muddy Water. I wished I had my baby my right on. I made two that night. Howlin' Wolf. How many more years you gonna dog me around, baby? I was sitting there, a little tear got in my eye then. I said, Rick, somebody. I said, come on in. He said, I don't want my buddy to come in. He come in. Teenie Model, you can't play that goddamn guitar. I said, damn it, I'm gonna mark this song going and made this song with you. I got to rapping on it. It's getting good and better all the time. I told him, I said, hey, I said, look over behind the bed and bring that gallon of moonshine. You ain't got no, I said, look behind the bed, man. He went up there and got it. Had never opened it. I had never tasted it. He got him brought up there and Set it down. I set my guitar down and I get him. It was good, man. I said, sure, man. I turned it up and got me a good one then. And old boy said, give me a drink of that. I said, here, man. He got him a good little hit. He said, man, where you get that good whiskey? I said, I ain't telling you nothing. A white man brought it. I don't know where he come from. He brought it. I know where he come from. But I didn't tell him. So I got to rapping on the guitar and singing them blues over there. And I don't tell about it. Cafe right there side of my house. A few minutes, you couldn't get in there. I had all kind of women's and men's in there. And I was trying to like some of them women, but I had a wife. I didn't.
You had to be a good man.
Involve them. But when she left, I did.
So it wasn't all bad. I guess there was one good thing out of it.
Yeah, and every night when I come in, somebody, them women, Teenie Model, you don't play for the party tonight? I said, what party? We having a car party over there. I said, well, I guess I feel that I'll take me a bath, put on me some clothes, slick this stuff to the side and push it up. I was walking over there, he helped me get my little amp and guitar and mic, and them women's all there popping and drinking, running off their mouth. I'd get in there with them. Teenie Model, I want you to play so-and-so. I said, I'll try it, baby. I said, you married? Mm-mm. I said, I know you got a boyfriend. Oh, we busted up. I said, oh. I said, well, my wife done left me. I ain't got nobody. I said, if you ain't got nowhere to stay, follow me over to my house.
Sounds like a fun. You were a player.
Yeah, I'm still a player.
You're still a player.
I'm still a player.
All right, you're absolutely right.
And I lived right there. Booby Barn, all of them playing on Nelson. I didn't know nothing. I was ashamed. But I'd go in these houses every Sunday or Saturday evening. I had a crowd. Them women was in behind me like flies on a tree. I was enjoying them.
How did you get your name? How did you get your name, Teenie Model?
I worked for a white fellow, and I was at home then, and he was logging, in the woods. And I already had a good job at home working at a sawmill. But he come down there and offered a little more money than I'm making, and the white fella would help me. I was working at his store on a Saturday evening or something for a living. He told him, say, well, Teenie Model's a good worker. Say, if you don't like the way he do, say, don't dog him. And say, bring him back to Forest, Mississippi. I'll do that. I'll do just that. So I slipped off and went on with him. And got there and he had me a log truck I had to drive and hit. And I made a load of logs so quick and come back there. And he up there in the room. He said, James. I said, yes, sir. He says, I'm gonna give you a name. I said, yes, sir. He says, I'm gonna name you Teenie Model for it. I said, yes, sir, thank you. And that's all the people know where I wasn't raised at.
Right, and that was
it. You come there asking about James Ford.
I don't know who that is.
We never seen
know Teenie Model, though. Everybody knows Teenie Model.
You holler Teenie Model, shoot. Yeah, K. Ray wore me. I can't hide from him. And the women like that name.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
I bet they do.
Oh, yeah.
I was reading a magazine article about you, and it was talking about in your youth that you had actually you spent some time in jail as a young man.
Yeah.
What were you in jail for?
Killing a man.
What happened?
He cut me first.
Why?
I don't know. I was you there. But I had all them women at the table, and he stepped at the door looking. I've been there about 3 days.
Uh-huh.
I was trying to watch him. I didn't know which one of them was his woman, you know.
Oh, so he was a jealous
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, they were young like me. I was 18 years old then. And I asked one of them girls, I said, hey, I said, who that man standing in the door? That's your boyfriend? They said, no, we don't even know him. I said, well, I said, he looking at this table, he might be mad with me or something. One of y'all his girlfriend or something like that. And they said, no. I said, they asked me to buy some beer for him, and I bought it. He was drinking, I didn't drink then. He said, I said, why don't y'all tell him to come on and get the table with y'all and sit down and make a friend drink, you know, that's what I want. And they called him, he come on over the table, stand up there looking the table up and down, looking. All at once he out with a knife and cut at me.
Did he hit you? He got you?
He didn't get me then.
Mm-hmm.
But I was fast though, and I was a man too then. I grabbed that chair and got out under the knife and I forward and tore that chair up on him. Still he come at me. And I hadn't had nothing else to fight. And I had a good pocket knife, but I hadn't thought about it. And I broke to run around, so many people was in the place. And I couldn't get there, and he got close enough, and then he started me right in my back there. And I felt like a hot piece of iron hit me. And so when I thought about my knife, I run my hand there. I had all good teeth then. I went in a switchblade pocket knife. And that's it. I whirled on him. I caught him and blood shot out. And I just kept cutting. Cut him till he fell. Somebody else pulled that knife out of my back. And so there I was. And they called the police. I done skipped city. My daddy couldn't know where I was. He was up there too. Brother, first cousin, uncle, all of them. They had jumped on my uncle that he was dark in another little town. And them guys were bad. They police after they got me, they told me. And I stayed Dawson about 3 days, you know, stayed out in an old field in a ditch. All them vines, things growing, and my daddy told him, say, you don't want to get locked up tonight, do you? I said, no, sir. He said, you scared to stay in that ditch down yonder? And I said, no, vines and all, everything. I don't worry, them snakes in there, it might be. But I had a woman with me.
In the ditch?
Yeah, she stayed with me.
Wow.
Got me a couple of quilts, and it was night. We went on through the field, went down there, and shine the light there where I could go down in that ditch. It was deep, but them vines all of them. I took my knife and cut my way down there and went on down in there and found my little wide plate and carried them quilts down, spread one down and spread it like a bed down there. And Dad said, you gonna stay? I said, yeah. And I called my woman. She was up on the bench. She come on down there. Son, you gonna stay? I said, yeah. I said, you scared? Oh, snakes. I said, listen, you with me. I said, you gonna stay here with me. I liked it her too. So she stayed down there 3 nights and days with me. The man I was working for up there, he elected me. His name Mr. Carl Sitbear. You know. That third day, the second day, he told my daddy, said, tell James to catch the truck in the morning and go to work. They'll get him when they come in and say, I'm gonna follow him. I elected him too. I went on the work, come in that evening, went to the office, gonna punch my car. Police was already planted.
Waiting for you.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I walked in the door, Mr. Carr sitting over behind the counter, and I went in and punched my car. It looked like something, heat or something. And I looked around, that was the police, he had a gun. And he said, James, don't run. I said, I ain't gonna shoot you, Sam. I want to talk to you. I said, yes, sir. Nothing come out of the other room. They put handcuffs on me. I talked to myself. Say, you done a good job. See, that bunch there done run so many men away from out of this town and make them leave their car, and we couldn't catch them. Say, you got them. And see, I was from Mississippi. They were from Tennessee. And they called his mama to come up there to see about it, you know.
Right.
And she knew that's what they were doing. And she wouldn't go with me for telling the truth. She just hollering about I killed her son. Well, he'd have killed me.
Exactly. It was either you or him.
Yeah, and it was self-defense. But the lawyer they got for me, he didn't like Mississippi.
Right.
And that's where I was from.
So that was that. And
It was over there. He said, well, James, we're going to give you 10 years on a chain gang.
But you didn't do the whole 10 years, right?
No, I didn't do it.
How'd you get off of the 10?
Mama.
Your mama?
Yeah, I had a home at Forest I had bought. And she got a lawyer, and she come get me. I stayed 2 years, but them was 2 years too many hard.
I bet it was
I
awful.
got one whooping over there.
One you never forget, I'm sure.
I ain't get.
Let me ask you one more question. What do you think it takes to make a good blues man? What does it take to make a good blues man?
Well, he got to have it in his head. He got to have understanding. And I can't read nothing, right? But you take your time and get interested in it. Just sit down and practice your own self. Find you something that you can really play and learn. You can play anything what you want to play.
Right.
That's the way I learned it. It wasn't hard to me.
It was in you.
It was easy.
Yeah. It shows. It definitely shows when you listen to those records and we see you play.
Yeah.